Hello, welcome to the beginning of something that was about 2 years in the making. So this is a hold that was a contest compilation that was actually the first contest compilation that I ever interacted with on Caravelnet. The 12 Days of Christmas was a contest hold where each architect got a limited monster budget. So you get 12 roaches, 11, you know what, I don't remember which monster is which, but you get 12 of one, 11 of another, 10 of another, and so on all the way down to 1. I think it's 2 slayers and 1... I don't remember. We'll find out when we get into it. Anyway, so there was a complicated set of rules for how many monsters each entrant could use in their own hold. This was... It turned out to be a real impressive bit of architecture. Like, the entrants made some amazing stuff, but it took 2 years to end up getting published for various reasons. Anyway, but it's out now. It was officially published like a week ago or something. I've been planning to play this for a long time. This, unusually, is a hold that I've already played almost all the way through. Ooh, spoilers for later. This is the old 2016 compilation version. The published version has tweaks and a new hub and stuff. 2 entries in it. So I say I played all the way through it. There are 2 entries in it out of I think 16? Like, it's a surprisingly high number. That I never actually finished. So they're extremely hard. I'm kind of afraid of them. I'm kind of afraid of some of the ones that I did finish. But it was some extremely impressive entries, and I always have wanted to play it since then in an LP format. I regretted not LPing it at the time, but again, it was the first time I interacted with the contest in any way. I didn't enter this. I just played and judged and voted on it. And didn't know what I was getting into, but at the time I wished that I had LP'd it. And since it's been 2 years since I did it, I still remember a lot of it, but I will have forgotten almost all of the fine details. Entry number 1. Xmas Contest Hold. I'll let you puzzle out what the joke there is. There's a joke in the way this is written. By Insoluble, 1st place. Last Minute Shopping by Dragon Vogel, 3rd place. This is going to be How to Build a Room by Lucky Luck, 2nd place. Okay. And hold, right. What's this? Trollmas, no scoreable rooms. You know what? Let's start here. So you can tell by the name that this was a troll entry by Discoran. I probably wouldn't recommend playing this one. If you must, there's a cheat option. This won't take well, it either will take like a minute or 5 hours, depending on the way that I want to do it. So, here's what Trollmas is. Enter this room. Hit the seating beacon. Okay, great. I cleared the room. Hit the conquer token. Exit the room. Cool. Room is clear. Alright, let's proceed to the north. Right, there's a level clear gate here, so I can't just walk through there. Hit the seating beacon. Room is uncleared now. Go up here. Why is this... Hold on, I need to fix something. There we go. Sorry. Ignore that. I could have stealthily edited around that and no one would have known that anything happened. Don't mind me. Anyway, so I cleared a room. Great, these 2 are clear, but that seating beacon is on. So now I have to go through this again. Okay. Room is clear. Seating beacon's off. Seating beacon's on. So if you hadn't noticed, this is a binary number counting mechanism here. I forget how many rooms to the north it goes. It's like 8 or 10 or something. I know of one person who did bother to go through this entire sequence the actual way, going through the entire binary sequence to get to the final room where you turn around and open this gate. I'm not going to do that because it took him 5 hours, reportedly. So press the special command and you can just break that wall. And this is what Discoran did with his monster allocations. Okay, so it's 1 Tar Mother. Okay, so this will be educational. 2 Slayers. 3, I think it's Wraith Wings, but you can exchange 1 group of monsters, like every monster in a single group, for any type of serpent, I think it was. So he exchanged his 3 Wraith Wings because they don't fall off of bridges for a rattlesnake. 4 Constructs. 5 Rock Golems. 6 Roach Queens. 7 Water Skippers. 8 Evil Eyes, 9 Omtlik, 10 Guards, 11 Goblins, and 12 Roaches. So that's the monster allocation that everybody had to work with, and those are all the monsters that can go into the entire hold, pretty much. And that constraint creates some real interesting rooms. There was another compilation a long time ago called the Unfortunate Architect compilation that did a similar thing. Huh. So this is going to be the way that the hub clears itself when I exit the room, I guess. Okay. Anyway, that was Trollmus the easy way, the sane way. I'm not going to do it the other way. Oh, cute. I see what's going on here. Oh, this is funny. These are themed. Now, hang on. Let me pay some attention to the theming with the foreknowledge that I have of what's in here. Okay, I don't feel like yellow door has particular meaning to that. Hot tile, not the best fit. How to build a room. Floor spikes? I don't remember the significance of those. However, I know exactly what this entry is by looking at it. This is going to be a very Vihartly Christmas special by Lucky Luck. So this will make sense when I go into it. I could do that one today. A Scattershot Holiday Hold by Jeff Ray. Is there a way to interpret this as a number? Because I think this is saying this won 4th place. Unabridged 12 Days by Kalen. The Quest for the List by Zendaris. This was... well, I'll talk about that when I get to it. Let's just look around first. Lazy Architect's Basement by MX Vladdy. Guess which is one of the 2 levels I didn't clear. Crab Bag by Mauve Butterfly. A Collection of Titles by Chaco. Be Throw in the Cold Corridor by iCubic. Yeah, it is 16, 4 in each thingy. Look at those roaches with swords. What the heck? Why is that? 12 Evil Roaches by Blurks1. Abandoned Warehouse by Komachi. 12 Days of the Winter Solstice by Discorin. And Then There Were None by Uncopy22. Okay, so this was one of the 2 entries I did not clear. The other one was the MX Vladdy entry. Wait a second. This is a little house here. What is this? Abandoned Warehouse. I see. I believe the hub is by Nuntar. So since I peeked at it, let's go to the math entry. Yeah, kind of getting the, like... well, I guess Trollmus is a joke entry. This isn't exactly a joke entry, but it's... it basically doesn't have any puzzles in it, or any hard puzzles. I like triangles! This has a bunch of art and very simple rooms, and it won't take long, so let's go ahead and just do it. It has a person's face. I can go south. No, I can't. Well, yes I can, but not through there. Hi, roaches. I'm gonna ignore you for a moment. My most sincere apologies to all of you who actually know math. I hope this entry is not too cringeworthy, especially if you should happen to be Vihart. I'm terribly sorry. Also, hi, big fan! Apparently she's some kind of famous mathematician. Wasn't familiar with her until I had to look up her name for, when I saw it here. So this is, an interesting thing about this entry is it's... I don't actually need to kill that tar. In fact, I can't in that arrangement. That would kill me. An interesting thing about this entry is that Lucky Luke, is one of my favorite architects who makes, you know, not particularly easy rooms when he sets his mind to it. This is just a weird take on, like, an architect who normally has, like, these really complicated, involved puzzles. Like he made, what was it, Lord of Time in Elemental Showcase 5.0? That gave me all sorts of trouble. But then he made this. I don't know what that shape is. I can't identify it from there. That's a curve. Or an approximation of one. I guess I should move you far away. Actually, I don't need to, because I can just... Sure. Alright. Anyway, it's weird that an architect who normally makes, you know, the kind of rooms that I normally like to play would also make this. It just comes as a surprise to me. And is still won 4th place somehow, just because, I guess... So this is an extremely high difficulty compilation. People went kind of nuts on how hard they made this stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have some major trouble with most of the entries. This is very not representative of most of what was in here. So yeah, I guess people voted this high because, wait, there was a water skipper still there. Whoopsie! Alright, fine. Here's a chance to get a better score in this room, if I don't let the roaches spawn. Yeah, that was more efficient. At least a little bit. See, second place tie. So that was the level clear gate. Anyway, yeah, high difficulty compilation. Everything was way too hard except for this, so I suspect that's why this was rated highly, because people wanted to break from the extreme difficulty of everything else. Slayers, just stay out of my way for a minute. I got some goblins to deal with. You won't puncture me. You can try, but you won't be successful. You want to stab that goblin, though? Thanks. In fact, you want to be my best friend to just stab a whole bunch of goblins here? Let's see, Slayers. I will be needing to do some Slayer manipulation. Oh boy, goblins, this is giving me memory of something that happened very recently. Okay, without Slayer help, that would be a problem. With or without Slayer help, this is fine. My skin's fine, don't need any holes, but thanks for the offer. Well, you guys are not doing what I want you to do. Ah, Y, X. Axis markings. Okay, so there's just a few too many of you. Oh, thanks, Slayer! You're the best! What a nice guy. You want to stab that guy too? Thank you. And then, like, maybe kill that one too? Come on, Slayer, you can do it. You can do it. There, you did it. Thanks. My best friend. So not every room is absolutely trivial. Some of them have a small modicum of difficulty in them. Does this have one room per monster type, I wonder? Let's see. Well, no, this has both guards and wraithwings in it. So I guess that was answered quickly. I think I heard a splat earlier, which I'm going to assume was a guard killing a wraithwing when I wasn't paying attention. First place! Whoa, first place unique? Why? Okay, that won't last. How many people have played that room? Not many. Okay. My random set of inputs that I made zero effort in will not stand as a first place for long, I'm sure. This hold was very recently published. Has a lot of entries in it. People are slowly working their way through it. Oh, exit level. I just had to arrive at this. There's some math here. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm good at some kinds of math. I'm not good at reading and parsing equations. That's one of my main weaknesses, mathematically. Alright, cool. Oh hey, Roach Queen. Won't be able to catch up to you very quickly. Hey look, there's the missing Roach Queen! Also that strange formula you might have waited for. If I know who Vihard is, does this mean something, I wonder? E to the I times pi equals -1. Okay. If you say so. Merry X-Math. Alright. Well, that didn't take long. 2 entries clear already! I'll have this done in no time. That seeding beacon's still on. There it goes. Cool. And then it built a tar stuff gate. Yeah, so one small complaint people had about this was once an entry is clear, you can't actually re-enter it. So that's too bad, but I'll just keep that in mind and... Oh, I see. I could go back in here if I wanted to suffer for 5 hours. Or more accurately, just be bored out of my mind for 5 hours. Okay, I don't think there are any other entries that I can realistically do in 15 minutes. So what would I like to place myself into? Definitely not a Scattershot Holiday Hold. That one was a great time, but it will take a while. Quest for the List is normal size. Unabridged 12 Days is unique. It's not quite a 15-minute thing, but I could probably get it done in one full session. Insoluble. Let's leave 1, 2, and 3 for later. Those can come last. Right, so what am I not going to play for a while? How to Build a Room, that's fine. Last Minute Shopping, that's fine. Weirdly, this was like... No, let's not talk about it. I'll get to it when I get to the first place. 12 Evil Roaches, oof. Not yet. Abandoned Warehouse, tempting. 12 Days of Winter Solstice, real tempting. And then there were none, not tempting at all. A collection of titles, maybe I should go there. Ether in the Cold Corridor, that one's plausible. Grab Bag, not yet. Lazy Architect Basement, please no. Did I look at all of them? I believe so. Okay, let's go to... What did I say I was going to do? A collection of titles? Sure, let's go here. This hold is unprecedented, serious affair. We ask that you solve this mystery. Why is this phrased this way? Oh, right. I think some people told me this was full of, like, Toho references or something. Something that I don't know much about. So this is Gatekeeper. Swarm of bright bugs. Challenge. Solve the room without breaking the southeast crumbly wall. Okay. Yep, southeast. Okay, don't break that. Alright. Huh, what an odd little chamber. Okay. Alright, so I just need a certain number of toggles. That releases everybody, and I'm gonna be in... So don't I just want to filter every roach into one of these alcoves? It looks as though that's what I want. This was a medium difficulty. I don't know if I'd even say medium. This is a relatively low difficulty entry, I seem to recall. Do I want this? Not exactly. I think I actually want that. Well, that didn't happen as I planned. Okay, I think I can do better. So what I actually want to do is the opposite of what I did there. So I want all of those to come at once. I guess I'll allow the natural spacing to just make me do this. And then with that spacing, I can have... I want my sword to already be facing that way. So do this. With that spool, there we go, that's what I wanted. Alright, simple enough. And I guess I probably want to do this. It looks that way. Well, isn't that nice? So I just want to do... I can do this myself, and then do that. Don't break that. There we go. Okay. Roach phenomenon. Okay. Alright, so those were the roaches. Here are the evil eyes. I'm not sure if that's all of them, or if there are more elsewhere. Briars are going to grow onto a thing when the room is clear. So move all the evil eyes in there? Oh. Don't move any of them. Oh wait, do move... Okay, so these are single-use pressure plates that are... Alright, so I have to face east to stab this thing. They can be released once, but I can't repress them. Wait, but why is... But that's if the room is already clear? What? I'm not sure what's going on here. I can only enter with one sword facing, and it's going to have to be east, so I guess that's why all this nonsense is here, because I have to get around Evil Eyes while facing in awkward directions. Let me just, until I deal with the ones I know I have to deal with, avoid pointing my sword in directions I'll regret. I think it's too late for that. Okay, so other option would be this, which is no better, huh? Yeah, because these are not going to turn on until the room is clear, so any Evil Eyes that go in there are just going to be trapped. So if I do this and move you there, I think... Let's see, is there a way I can stab you and get away with it? If I moved you here, no, then you'd end up, and then I would go there, then I'd be trapped, so no. Alright, so that doesn't seem good. However, what are my other options here? They are few. I really do need to face this direction. I don't get a choice about that. Doing this kills me. Okay, I can enter from the south. That's going to cause a problem. So instead, perhaps I want to awaken you. Probably not, though. Well, I'm not doing a good job of this. Yeah, I can't escape that. Okay, so hang on. What are the impossibilities that I'm looking at? So the problem is, I absolutely must cross these two beams. I can avoid waking up a lot of other stuff. The only way it looks like to survive this is to do that. Or... no, this causes me to die. Unless I can escape from this force arrow thingy somehow, which it doesn't look like I can. Because you're looking at no space I can step on, and because I can't reorient my sword once I'm here... Ah, that's the purpose of these. These are just no Bithro step tiles, so I can't go there and reorient my sword. But Evil Eyes can sit safely on them while asleep. Okay, that's a way to do that. Clever use of the single-use pressure plate that starts pressed. That's a very rarely seen element state. So hang on, how sure am I that I can't... Only one thing activates that, and it's not until the room is clear. So if an Evil Eye is in here and I can't stab it manually, then I'm just stuck. So I don't know what's going on then. Alright, fine, let's ignore that Evil Eye for now. But I mean, then I just lose. Right? I believe so. Unless I can turn, which I can't. Alright, well, let's solve that problem later. So this is how you fail the room. So if I wanted to kill that, best way is probably going to be like this. Alright, so I have two unkilled and unkillable Evil Eyes. Nothing I can do about that. So, that is the puzzle of this room. What to do about this gate. And yeah, I mean, this absolutely requires my sword to be east. Okay, so I need to deal with these two better somehow. So the north approach did not appear to give me any better options. I'm trying to look at a way to cause this Evil Eye to just burn on a hot tile from where it is. But I just don't see one. Oh, hold on, I see something, but it won't quite work. And also there's this problem. Like, I can't step through there to go down toward you. Yeah, no, there are multiple problems here. So I think the north approach just isn't working for me. Okay. So to take a different approach. If I awaken you, it seems like that's bad because you get trapped. If I awaken you, it seems like that's bad because you kill me. Don't you? So this seems even worse than the north route. I know I've done this before. How did I do it, though? Like, okay, let's analyze these force arrows. Is there some special trickery that would allow me to either stab something with my sword east, or escape once I've gone in there, or let an evil eye out once it's in there? So this is not a hot tile. These three are. Just gonna look at the boundaries of this. Let's see. So orthogonal, diagonal. Okay, so if on this arrow you can escape, if on this arrow you can escape, on this one you can escape, and on this one, yeah. Looking at this, only the corners and the top and bottom edges are escapable. So if it's a hot tile or it's this tile, then you can get out. But if anything steps on a non-hot tile, other than this, with an arrow on it, it's never escaping. Calamity, Scolding, Scorch. Scolding? Scalding? Is there something I'm missing with other mechanisms here? Like, so let's just take a look at this. So you clear that off, you step on it, and now Beathro can't exit. Because those are all turn on, nothing turns them off. There is no tile I can step on to awaken that, therefore it's going to only be in that place. All of these tiles that I can step on are hot. False. Found it. There it is. Okay, right. Just didn't quite put my pieces of information together. Okay, so now it becomes a puzzle of which way do I initially face my sword, because I can actually rotate it. Alright. Just had to observe. Let's see. This is safe. There we go. Okay. I solved it. It was very simple. Really nothing to it. I just had to observe one small thing. There we go. Gotta look at all aspects of the room. Second place. Alright, I can maybe get one more done. This room I remember being kind of a big fiddly mess, so let's leave it for some time when I'm not trying to get one room done in like 3 minutes. This one looks more manageable. So, some kind of goblin puzzle with golems and constructs. I'm less certain now that I saw all the golems and constructs. Maybe I shouldn't do a... This is called Corpse Tour Guide. This is Miserable Depths of the Ocean. 7-colored puppeteer. Oh, this one was fun. It's kind of involved, though. Curious old Shanghai tile. Okay, this is a trapdoor puzzle. Let's not do it now. What's the simplest of the rooms that I haven't done yet? There's an invisibility potion in this room. Queens of Midnight. This is the simple one. Right. This room is just fight some roach queens, and that's basically it. Fight some roach queens, drop some trapdoors. And you win. Well, I did the opposite of winning. There we go. That's like a 30-second room. I was looking for a 3-minute room. You haven't given me what I want, Chaco. Alright. Let's peek at the last room.
I shall now make many holes in your skin.
Okay, petty patrol humans. Okay, so some kind of guard mechanism in here. Alright, so, yeah, this one's not too bad. I could realistically get this done next time, maybe even have time for more, but it's probably going to be just these rooms. Alright, I'll see you next time to wrap up a collection of titles.